Seniors, if you've been tossing and turning at night or waking up feeling drained, you're not alone, and it's not just part of getting older. Sleep issues can often be improved through simple changes, like what's on your dinner plate. In fact, for specific vegetables contain natural compounds that help relax your body, lower stress, and support deeper sleep, all without pills or side effects. Here's what to eat tonight to finally sleep through the night again. Let's talk strictly about the topic. Spinach and other leafy greens are natural sources of magnesium, a mineral that plays a central role in promoting restful sleep, especially for seniors. Magnesium is not just another dietary element. It's a key player in the biochemical reactions that regulate muscle relaxation, nerve function, and the sleep-wake cycle. As the body ages, magnesium levels tend to decrease due to reduced absorption and changes in dietary habits. This drop can lead to sleep disturbances, restlessness, or nighttime muscle cramps that disrupt rest. When seniors regularly include leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard in their meals, they're not simply adding nutrients there, helping their bodies regain a vital balance that supports calm and deeper rest. What makes magnesium so essential is how it influences the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the body responsible for calming you down. This system encourages a state of restfulness, and magnesium enhances its activity. By binding to GABA receptors in the brain, a neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation, magnesium works almost like nature's sleep aid, only without the side effects. The owners who feel constantly wired, anxious, or unable to fall asleep may unknowingly be suffering from magnesium deficiency. And unlike over-the-counter sleep medications that often result in grogginess or dependency, magnesium from natural sources like spinach offers a sustainable and supportive solution. Spinach, in particular, offers an easy and practical way to increase magnesium intake without drastically changing one's diet. It can be added to soups, sautéed with a bit of olive oil, or even blended into a warm, calming evening smoothie. One cooked cup of spinach can provide up to 40% of the daily magnesium requirement. When included in a balanced dinner, this vegetable can help the body transition more easily into a state of rest by reducing internal stress signals and physical tension. It's also important to recognize that magnesium doesn't work in isolation. It often functions alongside other minerals and vitamins such as calcium and potassium to support proper muscle function and nerve communication. For seniors who may suffer from nighttime leg cramps, restless leg syndrome, or frequent awakenings, boosting magnesium intake through leafy greens can address these root issues. These discomforts often go unrecognized as signs of mineral imbalance and are mistakenly attributed to age or poor sleep habits. In truth, a more precise dietary adjustment could provide significant relief. Another benefit of leafy greens is that they're low in calories, high in fiber, and gentle on the digestive system when cooked properly. For seniors with sensitive digestion, a small serving of steamed or sautéed greens a few hours before bed is enough to provide the calming effects without triggering indigestion or bloating. This is especially important because discomfort from heavy or spicy meals can worsen sleep quality. In contrast, the light but nutrient-rich nature of leafy greens supports digestion and enhances nutrient absorption, setting the stage for a smoother night of sleep. There's also a psychological element at play. When seniors choose to nourish their bodies with intentional, calming foods like spinach, it sends a signal of care and awareness to themselves. This small but powerful habit can reinforce a positive bedtime routine. Instead of winding down with sugar-laden snacks or processed options, reaching for something as simple as sautéed spinach with garlic or a spinach salad with a light vinaigrette can create a gentle ritual that supports both mind and body. Of course, consistency is key. The effects of magnesium don't appear overnight, but with steady intake, especially from natural sources like spinach, the body begins to recalibrate. Seniors who make leafy greens a regular part of their evening meals may notice improvements not just in falling asleep, but in staying asleep, waking up with fewer aches, and feeling more refreshed in the morning. These small changes accumulate, helping to restore a sense of vitality and restfulness that many assume is gone for good. Let's stay with this for a moment. If such a simple shift in a portion of leafy greens at dinner can unlock deeper rest, calmer nights, and better recovery, what else might be possible with equally intentional choices? Let's look further. Let's talk strictly about the topic. Broccoli, as simple as it may seem, carries a powerful role in improving sleep quality for seniors because of its rich content of calcium. While calcium is more commonly associated with bone health, its influence extends deeply into the realm of rest and relaxation. When we discuss sleep, particularly among older adults, we must consider the chemical processes the body relies on to initiate and maintain a restful state. Calcium is directly involved in the brain's ability to produce melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep cycles. Without sufficient calcium, melatonin production may falter, leading to fragmented, shallow sleep or difficulty falling asleep at all. As people age, natural calcium absorption often decreases. Digestive efficiency slows, appetite might shrink, and some seniors begin limiting dairy for digestive comfort, unintentionally lowering calcium intake. Broccoli steps in here not just as a replacement, but as an ideal plant-based calcium source that's gentler on the digestive system and packed with additional nutrients that support general health. What sets broccoli apart is not only its calcium content, but also the way it supports the body holistically. It provides vitamin K, fiber, and antioxidants, which further contribute to calming inflammation and supporting the nervous system. When consumed in the evening, especially when lightly steamed or roasted, broccoli provides a dual benefit. First, its calcium supports the conversion of tryptophan into melatonin, gently preparing the brain for sleep. Second, its fiber content promotes healthy digestion, ensuring that the body is not battling discomfort or indigestion during the night. Seniors who frequently struggle with disturbed sleep due to bloating, discomfort, or general restlessness may find this simple addition to their evening meal surprisingly effective. Calcium's role in calming the nervous system is also essential. It helps regulate muscle contractions and nerve signaling, which becomes especially important at night, when the body must shift from the active demands of the day to the regenerative focus of rest. Inadequate calcium can lead to nighttime leg cramps or twitching, which can wake someone up abruptly and repeatedly. Broccoli, by delivering a reliable dose of this mineral in a digestible form, becomes more than just a green vegetable. It becomes a gentle agent of nighttime stability. There is also a subtle yet powerful connection between nutrition and peace of mind. When seniors begin to eat with purpose, choosing broccoli, not only because it's healthy, but because it supports their sleep, they gain a sense of agency over their well-being. This reinforces a positive feedback loop. The body sleeps better, the mind feels clearer, and the choice to continue eating supportively becomes easier. Broccoli doesn't have to be eaten in large amounts either. A modest half-cup serving in the evening, perhaps alongside other calming foods, is sufficient to deliver its sleep-supportive benefits. Another aspect to consider is how easily broccoli fits into a wide variety of meals. It pairs well with light proteins, blends into soups, or can be eaten as part of a warm vegetable medley. For seniors who may have limited energy to prepare complex meals, this flexibility is invaluable. Boiled, steamed, roasted, or lightly stir-fried broccoli adapts to the senior lifestyle while delivering consistent benefits to nighttime rest. In fact, the simplicity of the solution is part of its power. Sleep challenges are complex, but not every answer must be. Sometimes, the body just needs one missing piece. Replaced in calcium from broccoli could be that piece. The difference it makes may not be dramatic on the first night, but with steady inclusion, seniors may notice they drift off easier, stay asleep longer, and feel less stiff or tired in the morning. All of this points to something essential. When the body is supported with the right nourishment, it does what it was always designed to do. Broccoli, through its calcium content, helps restore a natural rhythm that age or circumstance may have disrupted. There's dignity in knowing you can still shape the way you sleep, not through force, but through understanding. So, if this small green vegetable can shift the quality of your nights, what might the next small change unlock? Let's keep going. Let's talk strictly about the topic. Spinach is far more than a salad staple. It holds a unique and powerful place in the conversation about sleep quality for seniors. What makes spinach especially important in this context is its concentrated content of magnesium. Magnesium is not just a mineral for bone health or muscle maintenance. It's one of the core elements that governs the way the body relaxes and transitions into rest. And in the case of aging adults, this becomes particularly significant. As we grow older, natural levels of magnesium in the body tend to decline. This decline is often due to dietary changes, medication interactions, and decreased absorption. In the digestive tract, the result can be subtle but disruptive: difficulty falling asleep, frequent waking, muscle tightness, and even nighttime anxiety. These symptoms don't always point clearly to a magnesium deficiency, but in many seniors, that's exactly the missing link. Magnesium is essential in regulating neurotransmitters in the brain, particularly gamma-aminobutyric acid GABA, which slows down brain activity and helps the nervous system wind down before sleep. When GABA function is supported, the brain quiets, the body softens, and sleep comes more naturally. Spinach delivers a generous amount of magnesium in a bioavailable form, meaning the body can absorb and use it effectively without needing additional supplements or complex adjustments. Incorporating spinach into an evening meal, even in small amounts, can help initiate that calming effect as bedtime nears. Warmed spinach, whether gently sautéed, added to soup, or blended into a smoothie, becomes an easy-to-digest, nutrient-rich preparation that doesn't weigh down the system but still provides that deep mineral support. For seniors, whose sleep can often be disrupted by heavier meals or poor digestion, spinach offers a light yet satisfying option. What's also noteworthy is how magnesium interacts with other processes that impact sleep. It plays a key role in regulating melatonin, the hormone that controls the body's internal clock. Without enough magnesium, melatonin levels can become erratic, leading to irregular sleep patterns or delayed onset of sleep. Spinach, by restoring magnesium levels, helps bring back that hormonal stability that's often lost with age or stress. Magnesium's muscle relaxing properties also add a physical layer to this discussion. Seniors frequently report cramping, restless legs, or general physical tension during the night. These disturbances not only interrupt sleep but contribute to the anxiety of anticipating another restless night. Spinach, through its magnesium content, supports the body's ability to relax on a muscular level, reducing spasms and creating a smoother, more comfortable pathway to rest. The beauty of spinach lies not only in its nutrient profile but also in its accessibility. It's widely available, affordable, and doesn't require elaborate preparation. That means seniors can keep it as a staple in their homes, rotating it into meals several times a week with ease. Whether it's in a warm dinner dish or added to a calming evening smoothie, spinach can seamlessly support a nightly routine without disruption or drastic change. It's also worth noting that magnesium works cumulatively. That is, its effects grow stronger over time. A single serving of spinach may not result in immediate transformation, but with steady inclusion in the diet, the nervous system gradually becomes more balanced, and the body's sleep mechanisms begin to operate more fluidly. For seniors, this gradual improvement means fewer frustrations at bedtime and a growing sense of confidence that restful nights are still possible. In the end, it's about the return to rhythm. Magnesium helps bring back the natural cadence of rest, the ebb and flow of the day's end, leading into deep, restorative sleep. Spinach makes this restoration accessible and realistic. It isn't a trend or a miracle food. It's a dependable, grounded source of something the body genuinely needs. By focusing on this one mineral, in one unassuming leafy green, seniors can take a meaningful step toward reclaiming their sleep. And when that step is taken regularly, the difference can be felt not only at night but throughout the next day. More energy, fewer aches, and a greater sense of balance. But this is just the beginning. There's more to uncover, and another food waiting to support this journey too. Deeper, stronger. Let's talk strictly about the topic. Lettuce, often overlooked as a simple salad base, carries an unexpectedly calming power that becomes especially meaningful for seniors struggling with sleep. What sets lettuce apart is not its crunch or its low calories. It's a compound known as lactocarium. This naturally occurring substance acts like a gentle sedative, calming the nervous system without the need for synthetic sleep aids. And for older adults who want to avoid or reduce reliance on medication, that distinction is vital. Lactocarium is sometimes called lettuce opium because of its mild, sedative-like qualities. Though it contains no actual narcotic properties, it doesn't induce a heavy or unnatural sleep. Rather, it gently slows mental and physical processes, creating a natural readiness for sleep. This quality is particularly relevant for seniors who often battle racing thoughts at bedtime, nighttime restlessness, or a body that won't seem to unwind even when the day is done. The highest concentration of lactocarium is found in the white, milky sap that appears when you cut into the base of certain lettuce varieties, especially wild lettuce, but also in common types like romaine and green leaf. While wild lettuce isn't always available in grocery stores, standard leafy varieties still provide enough of this calming agent to make a noticeable difference when consumed regularly and in thoughtful ways. The process of preparing lettuce for better sleep doesn't involve complicated routines. In fact, its simplicity is part of its power. A small evening salad made with romaine or green leaf lettuce, lightly dressed with olive oil and calming herbs like dill or parsley, becomes more than a meal. It becomes a signal to the body that the day is winding down. The act of chewing, the hydration from the lettuce's high water content, and the presence of lactocarium all contribute to a subtle shift in physiology. The mind starts to soften, the body feels grounded. That's what sleep-friendly foods are meant to do, not knock you out, but prepare the system to release tension. Lettuce also supports sleep by offering key nutrients like folate, potassium, and vitamin C. These nutrients, while not sedatives themselves, work to reduce inflammation and support healthy blood flow, both of which indirectly influence the body's ability to relax. For example, better circulation helps regulate heart rate and temperature, which are essential components of the body's natural sleep cycle. When blood flow is smooth and even, the heart doesn't have to work as hard, and the body can settle into rest more easily. This is especially important for seniors whose sleep is often disrupted by physical discomfort or subtle cardiovascular shifts. Another layer to consider is lettuce's impact on digestion. Unlike heavier foods that sit in the stomach and cause bloating or discomfort, lettuce is extremely easy to digest. Seniors with slower metabolism or acid reflux issues can consume lettuce in the evening without worrying about gastric distress waking them up at night. That comfort in the gut becomes a foundation for uninterrupted sleep. A calm digestive system sends signals of safety to the brain, and that sense of internal quietness becomes the groundwork for deep, quality rest. Let's also be clear. This isn't about overhauling your diet or turning lettuce into a miracle cure. It's about using what's already familiar in a more intentional way. Adding lettuce to your evening routine, whether raw in a salad or gently sautéed with herbs, can become a powerful anchor. It creates consistency. It becomes a habit. And when that habit is linked to better sleep, the reward is not just physical, but emotional. There's comfort in knowing that something so simple can help so much. The body responds to rhythm and routine. When you begin to associate lettuce or any calming food with winding down, your nervous system adapts. Over time, the process becomes more effective. That salad isn't just foodites preparation. It tells the body it's time. And for seniors seeking sleep without pills or side effects, that kind of reliability is priceless. This is the quiet work that certain foods do. They don't shout, they don't demand. But when used with care, they restore. Lettuce, gentle as it is, holds more than just water and crunch. It holds calm. And in the quiet hours of evening, when sleep feels distant, that calm is exactly what matters most. But calm is only one part of the story. What happens next deepens the picture even more. Because the next food not only calms the mind, it strengthens it. Let's move forward. Let's talk strictly about the topic. The fifth point brings us to a vegetable that is often misunderstood and sometimes unfairly pushed to the side: cabbage. But when we look closely, cabbage stands out not for its simplicity, but for its complexity. In supporting better sleep, especially in seniors, its connection to rest is not obvious at first glance, but when broken down, it becomes incredibly clear and deeply useful. Cabbage contains a unique group of antioxidants and plant compounds that interact with the body's systems in ways that promote nighttime relaxation. What makes cabbage especially interesting is its role in regulating inflammation and supporting the nervous system, two areas that often go out of balance as we age, and that directly impacts sleep quality. Poor sleep isn't always just about stress or a restless mind. Often, it's the result of internal signals being disrupted. Cabbage helps bring those signals back into harmony. The two compounds that are key here are anthocyanins and glutamine. Red cabbage, in particular, is rich in anthocyanins, plant pigments that fight inflammation, calm the nervous system, and improve blood vessel function. When inflammation is lowered, the body naturally feels more at ease. Muscles unclench, joints feel less irritated, and sleep, which is often interrupted by physical discomfort in seniors, becomes smoother and more sustained. Glutamine, on the other hand, is an amino acid found in both red and green cabbage. It plays a crucial role in gut health, and this is where the connection to sleep gets even deeper. A well-functioning digestive system produces more serotonin, a chemical often associated with happiness, but also central to regulating the sleep-wake cycle. Serotonin later converts into melatonin, the hormone that signals the brain that it's time to sleep. So when you support your gut with glutamine-rich foods like cabbage, you're indirectly helping the body produce its own natural sleep aids. No pills, no artificial intervention. Just a food, doing what it was designed to do. It's also worth noting that cabbage is one of the best sources of choline, a nutrient that supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in REM sleep. REM sleep is that phase of deep, dreaming sleep that rejuvenates the mind. It's where memory consolidation happens and where emotional balance is restored. Seniors often lose access to this deep level of sleep, waking up feeling tired even after a full night in bed. Cabbage, by supplying choline in a gentle, digestible form, helps protect this critical stage of sleep, allowing for not just longer rest, but better quality rest. The texture and structure of cabbage also matter. It's hearty but not heavy. Cooked lightly, it's soft on the digestive tract. And for those with dental concerns, bloating issues, or sensitivities to rich foods, cabbage becomes an ideal evening vegetable. It can be steamed, braised, sautéed, or even turned into a warm cabbage tea. However it's prepared, its benefits remain intact, calming the body, supporting the brain, easing digestion, and reducing sleep-disturbing inflammation. Cabbage also provides magnesium and potassium, two minerals that regulate muscle function and help the body shift from an alert state into rest mode. Magnesium, in particular, is known for its muscle-relaxing properties, while potassium helps regulate blood pressure and fluid balance. Taken together, these minerals play a quiet but essential role in letting the body settle. Seniors often struggle with nighttime cramps or frequent awakenings, symptoms tied to mineral imbalance. Adding cabbage into the evening meal can help restore that balance in a simple, food-based way. Even the smell of cooking cabbage has been noted in some traditions to create a sense of warmth and comfort in the home. Whether or not that's scientifically measurable doesn't change the emotional impact. Cabbage, when made part of a nightly ritual, can become a signal to the body and mind that it's time to slow down. That sense of familiarity and routine matters more than we give it credit for.